Yeah, no, this is it's not like
Okay, I can contact HR people, but HR people might be those companies Japanese.
right. And HR people are not like there's different kinds of HR people. Some companies have very weak HR people. They're just they just need to follow the recruitment
I know
process,
that, I know
etc.
that. So just what you said is not easy.
No.
Okay, just I distribute seminar, but
Right.
nobody come.
Right. But you can approach this many different ways. You can say, okay, I'm going to advertise on Facebook and this and that and the other. I'm going to try to reach 1,000 people, and then if I can get a hit rate of 0.5%, nothing happens.
Nothing.
Or you're going to actually make a lot of effort in a limited number of companies where you may have a contact, or you may know somebody, and like you've been doing in the last month, visit them, present your program, create awareness, follow up, maybe organize an event for them, a sample of one of the workshops that that we might offer to them. Then maybe you have a chance that they will do it. I would say that's probably a safer way, especially because this is not really a training company. It doesn't have an established brand as a training company yet.
By the way, Unno School, I just focus on globalization, and English is a key for our school.
Right.
So we try to utilize English and globalization. So I focus on the foreigners living in Japan, but what you're talking about is not easy to get into this market. So far you propose me. Not easy. Okay, I can contact many companies about measures possible, but I cannot guess there is president. Okay, he might not be interested in.
Possible.
Or maybe he said yes, but nothing happened. How do you want to do this?
Well,
okay, Japanese company so far. I take you to visit several company, and this year I'm going to visit several company for Japanese company, and I'm going to submit my seminar issues on several sites for my speech.
Right.
Maybe they're going to ask me more than 10 times. Okay,
right.
15 companies I just submit. So last year was just once, but this year maybe 10 times. But for Japanese company, but not enough. So English and globalization very good. Looks like good idea. Focus on foreigners in Japan, but listening your recommendation not looks like easy.
I think my recommendation is very simple. It doesn't apply only to foreign companies. It also applies to Japanese companies, like the ones that we have been.
Of course, I do. But my advantage is English and globalization. Right?
That's your strong point.
Yeah. What we have done for past 4 years.
Right. I mean, basically,
multicultural.
If I would be the president of Morgan Stanley, and I would come to you and say, well, I have this problem that basically almost 50% of the staff working here, they make more than 10 million a year, and 50% is actually only here for 3 years, and actually they are not. They have difficulty getting settled. They're not happy. They don't really know how to connect with Japanese people. By the time they're ready, they're already leaving. So I have an HR problem. Then, if I were you, I would say, okay, so why don't we create more awareness about the Japanese society? Where do we come from? Why do we do the things the way that we are doing? What is the origin about that? Getting to understand these people will help your people to start to bridge the gaps that they are experiencing.
My simple question is, if they understand Japanese value and culture, they can get more sales? I don't think so.
Why not?
Well,
Why not?
You guess.
Well, my guess
You
is
guess,
that,
okay,
my
you-
guess
you-
is
you-
that basically, if I can more or less understand why things move and how the water flows in Japan, then I would not make a presentation like I made for Furuno. I would not do that. I would do it completely different. I would be my chances of actually being successful would be probably 1,000% better.
Really?
Yeah, because I would certainly change it. Change my approach and be much more aware of how.
That is the reason why they're actually hiring 10 of Japanese board members. 10 of Japanese board members,
Right.
actually.
To make sure that that there is somebody there who actually is part of the society.
These Japanese board members get to work with foreigners. It's good enough. First of discussion, you told me, okay, first time you come to Japan, what they're going to do? Okay, they try to find out good Japanese people understanding their culture, your culture,
Right.
and working it together. So through them, they can fulfill their objective to go, right? So those foreigners will going to get support from those Japanese level of board executives,
Hopefully.
right? What else do they need to do that study? In my experience.
So basically, I think in the reality, okay, my experience, I had Yasu, right? Yasu was my ticket in there, but that's just a ticket in there. After that, you're on your own. There's nothing that will help you to do things better. Basically, then you need to deliver value. So the value of Yasu is just that. Basically, he would provide me a way to access certain companies, but after that, I didn't have any benefit from working with Yasu. So that's the same thing. So after that, if you are completely oblivious to how
So
things.
what my question is, currently, for example, Morgan Stanley, actually the majority is Japanese people and company managed by Japanese people. And maybe I don't know how many foreigners are working there, but they got cooperate with well-speaking English Japanese people there. And why they do need to thinking about Japanese culture value? They can communicate
I mean,
with.
that's just an assumption that this could be a good company. I would assume that there will be many foreign people working for Morgan Stanley for a period, like typical expat people who are here.
Yeah, if I'm going to
3
get to
years.
know some people, I got to know 2 Japanese, but no response, so I don't have contact with those people. I try to listen to some opinion, and also the Accenture alumni people no answer for me. So I try to find out any Morgan Stanley people to listen. What do they have kind of issues, something like that? But I don't have a chance to listen from them. And also Apple and any other Amazon company, I want to get opinion first, Then I try to approach for the company. Do they have some kind of requirement?
Right.
Do they have?
Right.
But still, I have no. I was working with an American company. I observed many American people, European people, but they do not have any interest in Japanese people. So are they seriously consider to study Japanese value or culture? It's I can't get feeling in my mind. Do they? You are a special person. You are getting involved in Japanese society, but normal American people, they don't want to get into Japanese society. They stay in good condominium. They only communicate with American people, among American society, not involved in Japanese society.
But I wonder how they do it. Can they really run a company? Can they really effectively manage Japanese people by
maybe
staying in their own?
All American people coming here, except IT special skill kind of people is different. But usually top executives, they are not so much involved in Japanese society. They can, American style, they try to do the way of their own style. It's no problem at all.
So that's why one non-Japanese person attend the Japanese style class. So that's understandable.
Right. They all have but one Japanese.
Yeah, so it means
board member.
maybe I'm wrong, so thinking about I try to approach non-Japanese company, try to make a selling Japanese value, but they are not interested in Japanese value. But I'm sorry, I don't listen to their opinion yet, so just you like said.
Mm.
Anyway,